異世界転生って知ってるか?
Yes, we've all heard about being reincarnated into another world. We've actually heard this story so many times that we're running out of ways to tell this story, which is why we have things like reincarnated as a vending machine. Yeah, that's coming next season, by the way. And of course, as an Isekai junkie, I watch every Isekai that releases every season, including the incredibly dull My Isekai Life that came this season, which I'll be covering at a later date, so if you want to see that, subscribe. And unfortunately, I'll probably check out Reincarnated as a vending machine when it comes out against my better judgment. But you don't want to hear about those shows, you want to hear about Black Summoner, which is also a pretty typical isekai show, I'm not gonna lie. If you just want your isekai junkie fixed, then look no further, but that's all you're gonna get here. So in this show, our main character was accidentally killed by a god and then sent to the god of reincarnation as a form of apology so he could continue to live his life in a different world. But apparently, this god waifu is just so hot that they can't even show her face on the screen because it would cause mass hysteria among the Wiibz and start riots worldwide. So they did what their forefathers and predecessors did and hid her face off the screen. Like, we all know that the assistant in Powderpuff Girls was a baddie. And since this god waifu is so bad, the main character actually confesses his love to the goddess and is able to continue to be with her because he wants to become a summoner, and then asks her to become his servant so he can summon her on the world of the living and continue to live their lives together. But she's such a high level and a literal god that he can't summon her yet, so she sits in heaven coaching him through life so he can level up quickly. But besides the OP power to swindle gods into falling in love with him, he actually gives up all of his memories of his past life so he can get more skills that shockingly make him overpowered. He then goes to a guild, registers, becomes an F rank adventurer, goes on his first quest. We get the rundown of the whole world and how it works. He tames a slime which becomes overpowered because he's a S rank summoner, which anything he tames gets a insane power boost to it. But then in the next episode, he tames a special monster that has gained reasoning, is already way stronger than it's supposed to be, let alone with its power boost it's going to get for being tamed. The slime evolves into a slime Glatonia, which is a legendary quasi-demon king class monster. And I really wish I was there when they named this thing, because I can only just picture them saying, alright, there's 4 of us in this room, each of us pick one cool word to describe this thing, and that's how we're going to name it. And they just went legendary quasi demon king, and then they just put monster class on the end of it. By episode 3, his powers have become noticed by the guild master, which strikes up a deal with our main character to keep his powers a secret if he just works with him. So he gets bumped up to a C class adventurer from F rank, and normally you have to complete 10 quests of the rank you're in to move up once. He's completed 2. I'm really happy to see that these isekai tropes aren't going to change anytime soon. Oh yeah, nothing's changing. He also buys an elf slave girl and also fights an archdemon and then makes the Demon King's daughter one of his tamed monsters. Like, we're staking right on the isekai path, buddy. I think it's pretty safe to say at this point we've done all of the basic isekai tropes here. We have a harem forming, we have slaves, we have a main character that's overpowered, we've joined a guild, there's demonic powers. I mean, the only thing we're missing is a princess to join the mix, and then we've done it all. This show does have aspects about it that I really do like and appreciate that it did. For one, the main character doesn't lust for all of the girls and only has one interest really, and it's to fight strong opponents because he's a hardcore battle junkie. He's actually so bad about this that he took out a group of bandits that the hero's party was going to fight just so he could fight the hero's party himself for funsies. And I'm not saying this show's good by any means either. If you've seen any basic isekai, you've basically seen this show already. Also, they made some really weird animation decisions. Like, some of their fight scenes look like they're straight off a JRPG like Genshin Impact or something like that. Honestly, there's not even a single deep character and no one develops at all. Honestly, the deepest character was the demon servant guy that they killed off in the same episode they introduced him in. He was pretending to use the Demon King's daughter to like rule the world with, but in reality he was just looking for strong adventurers to take her in and protect her and show her the world because he wants her to be free. Oh my god, guys, I just realized as I'm doing this, but Demon King's daughter, that's a princess. So that means we have actually checked off every box now. But yeah, like this show's like a 4 or 5 out of 10. But if you're an Isekai junkie, add 3 to that score because it does everything it's supposed to do. It gives you all the necessities of your power fantasy wish fulfillment with good looking demon god and elf girl characters. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about the show down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.